Hello, everyone. This is Zach here, just bringing you my thoughts on NHL 22's closed technical test and why I believe it was a huge disappointment. To start off, NHL 22, they had this could have been their year. They have the new next gen consoles and all that. So EA overall, they could have really went out on it, made it a great game, and actually put the effort, the time, and the resources into it to bring back the player base so that it's not a dying game. But in my opinion, the closed technical test was just a huge disappointment and it showed no promise at all. To start off, you get into the technical test. Yes, it looks better, and yes, the menus do run smoother because of the new Frostbite engine, which is a win for EA. At least they did something about the graphics. It no longer looks like NHL's a PS2 game. It now looks like it's at least a PS3 game. But every other aspect of the game was awful. So to start off, they put you in shell. Um, my hopes were they were going to bring back the overall system. That way, it gives you a reason to play the game. Especially with next gen, you like with their player base already dying and like it just slowly dropping, you need to add some type of excitement to the game, and the current shell setup does not do that. So you'll get like 200 games in, where before, whenever you had an overall system, you played like 1,000 games because you had to play to get better. Now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, there's no reason to play this game, and also EA screwed up with the not cross gen cross platform gaming. To that, you're essentially splitting up your small player base already into four different sections, and it's just gonna die out real quick. It might be even dead whenever it comes out in October. But to go over Shell, all right. So we have a screenshot here. You see the new layout of the menu. It does look clean. I will give them that. So that's a plus on their part. But you see the same old like game modes. The one thing that they did mess up on rewards, the shell hockey bags. Once again, they're completely useless. So nobody's gonna really care what you get off of them. My one buddy has like, I think it's like 200 some hockey bags that are just unopened in NHL 21 because there's no reason to open them. Um, Whenever you look into shell, it says, all right, faster menu systems, which is true. I will give them that. More customizable EASHL player builds and more. The player builds are pretty much the same. It's traits. Well, it's now like you have zone abilities, superstar abilities. It's pretty much going to be the exact same thing as traits and abilities from 21. So, in my opinion, that's a huge disappointment. They allow the 12 player classes, which is pretty much the same. Still a huge disappointment. Once again, speed is going to be totally reliant on you being like 6 or 5'6", like 160 or whatever the hell it was, which is a huge disappointment because you look at people like Ovechkin and all that. They're big people. They had speed whenever they were younger, but once again, EA has completely just ruled that out and said, no, you got no. I get trying to prevent people that are like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" from having a lot of speed, but you got to raise the cap on speed. Um, they added the ability to edit your attributes where you could either add 5 or -5. Once again, to me, that's just a disappointment. You could have done the overall system. That way you had a reason to play. I went through and whenever you try to add 5 points to a certain skill, it gives you an experience thing. that you have, like experience points that you have to take away from other skills. To me, it's just not. It's not even worth attempting or using. So once again, that's a negative, huge disappointment on EA's part. I did not know about this, but a setting will be available to prevent players from skipping replays after a play. So that's a huge, huge, huge disappointment. One, EA has no clue how to set up replays, so most of the time the replays are awful and make no sense on the play. Like, you'll be down like 5-3, and it'll be like, oh, your team has a game tying goal. But it's like, yeah, we're down 5-3 now, so that game tying goal doesn't matter. EA, that is a huge, huge, huge disappointment on their part that it's going to make a setting to prevent players from skipping replays because, once again, the replays are awful. Okay, all right. So the EA Sports Club playoffs is shortened from 2 weeks to 9 days, which still that's too much in my opinion. You shouldn't even have to do the playoffs or club finals or whatever. Those are just awful. Half the time, I don't know. It's just a bad setting. It's it's not even enjoyable to play. October 15th, like I said, it's going to be a dying game. It's all on all four platforms. It should be on PC as well, but it is what it is. Frostbite engine, big win on EA part, but other than that, that's about it. And this one, James Bolsky, whatever his name is. Unfortunately, that means everybody, as soon as they're going to get the game, is going to mute the game because that dude is insufferable. He's one of the worst commentators I've ever seen in a video game. All he does is yell at everything. It makes it feel so unrealistic, not enjoyable at all. It's just, I don't know, it's not even enjoyable to hear him. So that means if like anyone gets NHL, you might as well just mute the game as soon as you get it. Let's take a look at some screenshots. Menu looks cleaner. My only hope is with franchise mode, there's GM connected, or some form of online franchise. If not, it just makes it no reason to buy the game. Yeah, this is the new menu: play style, tenacity. Like, you have pretty much boost abilities. It's traits and abilities again. I don't. They want to change it up and make it look different or whatever. It is what it is. Overall, NHL or EA had a huge opportunity to really improve the gameplay. To me, I got in. It feels like a copy and paste of the game. You know, same exploit goals are there: backhand, forehand, top shelf, stick sides, weak. It's the exact same game, just copy and paste, just better graphics and the menus run smoother. To me, it's a complete disappointment, and this is definitely a game where if you have EA Play or whatever, you could just wait until they put it on there for free, or you could just buy it whenever it's like half off or like $20 or on sale. If you buy it at the full price, you are getting conned into a game, exactly like Madden users. Madden, everyone knows now. You put your full, like, if you buy it at $60, you're just wasting your money. You might as well wait till like halfway through the life cycle to buy it whenever it's on sale for $30, $20, whatever. Because that's usually whenever they put out the game patches that actually make the game playable, and it's not in like an alpha or beta mode. So to me, it was just a huge disappointment on EA's part, but everyone knows EA's a shit company. So it is what it is, I guess. But EA, they had definitely had the ability to make NHL, like, bring it back to its glory days, and they completely failed on it. It's just a huge disappointment. So I expect the game to maybe have like enough players the first month, and then after that, once other games come out, just completely die off. So I just don't expect NHL to be any decent this year, especially Shell. If they bring out GM Connected and do an online franchise, then maybe the game's life cycle will definitely last longer than a month or two, but it's pretty much the copy and paste of NHL 21 with just better graphics. You could pretty much skip this year or just wait till it goes on sale. If you buy it at the full price, you're just getting conned out of your money. So, and that's about it. In my opinion, the closed technical test was just a huge disappointment. Thank you for watching. If you like it, subscribe and have a good day.